Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Eden Full Clear Challenge. So today we're looking for win number 6. Currently on a nice little streak of 5, we have 9 tokens, so we're doing alright. We will be making this run again helpful and full of tips and tricks and stuff like the last one, if you did see that one. Obviously, thanks for watching that one. If you didn't, go back and watch it, we explained why in there. But we'll move straight into this one and we'll see what items we start with. Right, okay, so we started with Yum Heart, which is pretty pointless because we don't have any red heart containers. And we also started with Sharp Plug, which again is pretty pointless right now because we don't have any red heart containers. The virus would be nice, we didn't get it, we got an amnesia pill. So the Yum Heart is a spacebar item that every 4 rooms would fill a red heart container for us, but we don't have a red heart container, so right now it's pretty useless. The Sharp Plug, I believe it's when you take 2 hearts worth of damage, you will fully recharge your spacebar item, but again, it's pointless because the spacebar item we have doesn't do anything that we of any worth to us right now. Obviously, the spacebar item will come good. It'll get better for us once we get some red hearts, but as of right now, it's pretty pointless. And we'll look at the stats next. The stats, we have 0.96 movement speed, which is fine. As always, 1 or above is where you want to be, but 0.96 is fairly close, so we can't complain too much about that. Range 25.33. Obviously the range usually we want it to be 23 or above. We get 20. We want it to be 23 or above, so 25 is definitely that. We want the tier delay. Is it tier delay? I can't remember what it's called now. Is it 10 anyway? And we want it to be 10 or below, so that's fine. And then we have a shot speed of 1.23. Anything above 1 is great, so 1.23 is fine. Damage of 3.01 is a little bit low, we want it to be 3.5 or above, but we did just get 20/20, which gives us a double shot rather than a single shot, with no downside, so it's pretty good. It's basically doubled our DPS. So we are looking for tips and tricks for everyone to help them in the game. The Duke of Flies is a pretty simple boss. Obviously that's why you appears on floor 1. We will take wire coating after the tier up. Moves us to 7. I'll move into tips on the Duke of Flies on the next floor and I'll see you guys there. So with the Duke of Flies, the main thing you want to do is you need to focus down his the creeps he spawns. You need to get rid of the flies, because if you don't, then they'll just shield him. If they're shielding him, then you can't hit him. So you need to get rid of the flies. 9 times out of 10, if it's just basic Duke of Flies, he's going to just be spawning basic flies, so it shouldn't be too hard. They're not doing anything, they're not shooting you, they're not coming at you. Well, they might be coming towards you, but they're not like diving towards you, they're not shooting tears at you, bombs at you or anything like that, so it should be okay just to clear them, but obviously if you're struggling on him, that's probably why, because you can't get to him, because obviously his creeps are sort of blocking you out. And we are looking for a key if the game would like to give us one. That's the main tip with Duke of Flies. He's pretty easy, like without wanting to sound like you know, calling everyone bad at the game. The Duke of Flies is a pretty easy boss. There's a reason he appears on floor 1. Obviously, as you get through the floors, the bosses become harder. So, you know, stage 8's bosses are harder than stage 1's bosses. There's a reason why he appears on stage 1. It's because he is fairly easy. We didn't get a key, which is annoying. The secret room. I don't know exactly where the secret room is. I would assume it's here. Yeah. We get nothing. Okay, so we're gonna have to go and do the boss. So we can't get into the store, and we can't get into our item room. We're going to have to go do the boss and see what we get from the boss. It is Monstro, Black Monstro at that. So Monstro again is another fairly easy boss. What I would suggest is stay as far to the side of him as you can. As much as your range obviously lets you, and shoot him. When he does shoot at you, because it's hard to judge the tier height, it's easy just to loop around him, start shooting him from the other side. Again, just loop up. If you think the shots might hit you, just loop up out of the way of them, and you should be okay that way. We do get a red heart container, so we will take that. We also get... Wow, okay. What's the best way to take these? Take them both. I think if we take Abaddon first... If we take Pentagram... Yeah, we're going to be on the same health either way, so we'll take Abaddon first, give us the 6 black hearts, and then we'll take the Pentagram for 3 of our soul hearts that we already had. We receive a pretty decent damage upgrade and stuff from that. So we can't go into the store, we can't open the... Oh no, we do have a key now. Okay, okay. For the sake of things and the full clear, I will open this chest, which was probably not the best idea, but hi-ho. Hopefully the end of this drops us a key. Oh, it did. Okay. Thank you. So I opened that because that prioritizes the full clear. The item room doesn't have any enemies in it. I had to get and bring a bug in it anyway. So it wasn't... We didn't have to go into it. The trap room was more of an important thing. So that's the floor cleared by the store, but obviously the store is not needed. We'll move into floor 3. I'll explain some of the items we picked up, and we'll see you guys there. Okay, so we picked up dog food. Dog food obviously gave us a health up, so that was good. It gave us a red heart container. With that red heart container, we did buy Abaddon. So Abaddon gives you a damage up. I'm pretty sure it's a damage up, a range up, and then it gets rid of all red heart containers and gives you 6 black hearts. Obviously, we only had 1 anyway, so it didn't matter too much. We took that. We got the 6 red heart containers, and that's fine by me. We also took the pentagram, which I'm pretty sure is just a no, it's not a range. It might be a... No, Abaddon gives you a movement speed and a damage. And we got damage just from the pentagram. We'll bomb this. So we got damage up, we got a damage up, we got a movement speed up, we got some red, we got some heart containers, we got some black heart containers, so we did alright in that floor. And we also got game breaking bug. Game breaking bug is literally the little glitch you see on the screen. He's meant to look like that, it's not an actual glitch. He does do contact damage there, as you see, with enemies, so if he does come in contact with them, he does actually hurt them. So, although he's pretty crap, he doesn't really do anything other than just hit things and deal contact damage, so he's not that great, but at the same time, he's also not getting in the way. Like, you can't collide with him, you can't touch him, he doesn't explode, he doesn't hurt you. All he does is just float around and potentially hurt enemies. So for me, it's pretty good. Tech 2 I'm not going to take just because of the damage down. So technology 2 obviously is the laser, and we could use it to benefit us if we needed, if we couldn't reach due to our range. But it does give you, what is it 35%? 35% damage down. So like we'd go from 6.5 to like 4, and I don't really want to do that. We've got 2020, so currently our 6.5 damage is more like... Wow, okay. Currently our 6.5 damage is more like 10 or 11 damage because we're shooting double the amount of shots. So I'd rather... I've just bought that card because I am really good at this game. Okay, there's nothing that I want. So we'll buy the Soul Heart, the Moon card. Yeah, we'll take the Moon card because we'll use it to go in and out of that curse room. So, yeah, my bad on that one. Luckily, it didn't give me a 15-cent item that I really wanted. If it gave me something like a champion belt, then I'd have been a bit mad, but it didn't, so... Okay, we get nothing from there. We'll teleport out to save us half a soul heart. We'll grab this chariot card. And we'll head to the boss. That is a full clear for this floor. We'll see what the boss is, and I'll see about giving you some tips for this one. Okay, the husk. The husk is just... Daddy? The husk is just... the same boss from floor 1. Just... he moves in diagonal patterns. He's just the Duke, but he moves diagonally rather than just floats around after you. So instead of just floating around, he moves in a diagonal pattern. So as long as you stay out of his diagonal, he won't hit you. Clear the flies, same as last time. Adds the most important thing. You need to get rid of them, get them out of the way. We will take a pill. It's a bad trip. Thank you for that. We will take this one as well, which is a speed up. And we'll head down to the next floor, and I'll see you guys there. So yeah, he's pretty simple. You just need to be careful of... we need a key again. You just need to be careful of the flies he spawns. The husk can spawn different flies rather than just the standard ones. So obviously, if he spawns like the red ones that if you kill, they shoot you across sort of tiers out. If you kill certain ones or do certain things to the point where it's going to shoot explosive tears at you or something like that, then you need to be a little bit careful of those. But the flies are the main things that you need to get rid of, because if you leave like a screen full of flies, if there's like 30 flies in the room and you're trying to shoot the husk, like the chances are you're going to get hit because you're not focused on you're not focused on what's happening, you're more focused on trying to hit the husk, so you're not watching the flies and you're going to get hit by them, and that's where you're going to take the most damage. The husk himself, if he actually manages to hit you, then you must be fairly not too great at dodging, because he moves in a diagonal pattern, so as long as you just stay out of his way, he can't hit you. So you shouldn't be too difficult, but obviously if you're still coming to grips with dodging, then it's fine. It's fine to take a hit or two off him if you're still coming to grips with dodging, but realistically, if you've played the game for a considerable amount of hours and you know you're still taking hits off of husk, then it's probably more due to the fact that you're not watching the flies. You're probably more focused on just killing him and getting rid of him to stop him from spawning them. But if you've got the damage, then just get rid of them, because they need to be getting rid of. Otherwise, they'll stack up too much and you'll start to struggle. We the items we picked up off that last floor, we got Polydactyl. So Polydactyl just literally lets us hold 2 cards or 2 runes or 2 pills at the same time, so we can hold more than one at once, which is fine. It's not a bad item. It doesn't really help because all it does is let you carry an extra item, so it's like, eh. We'll take this bomb, because if we bomb this, we'll get an extra key and that eternal heart, so we'll take that. That's everything over this side, so we need to head up back towards the trap room. I do need to actually go into the trap room and open the chest in there though, so let's do that first. There we go. We're still looking for a better spacebar item. We still have Yum Heart, which I suppose if we keep this Eternal Heart, which we obviously should do, we will get a red heart on the next floor, so the Yum Heart may not be too bad for us, but I mean, right now it's done nothing, nothing for us. As far as our trinket goes, just to mention it since I just did pick it up, we did have Isaac's Fork, which I didn't mention. It basically just lets you heal half a heart of health if you kill so many enemies. But obviously we didn't have a red heart container, so it didn't matter. Outside of that, we also had... We've just picked up the golden horseshoe, which if no one knows what the golden horseshoe does, I'll explain it. So what it does is it gives us a 15% chance for there to be an extra item in our gold room. So obviously in the item room on every floor, it gives us an extra 15% chance for there to be a second item in there. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. I'm pretty positive anytime I've ever had the golden horseshoe, I've never actually seen it proc. So I don't know why I picked it up. I can't recall me ever walking into a golden room while holding it and seeing 2 items in there and being able to take 2 items. Okay, so Gertie will go through some tips just because it's easier to demonstrate. So you can see her head at the top of the mound. When she tucks it in, she's going to shoot. So you wait for her to tuck it in and then you move. And whatever direction you were stood in when she tucks it in is the direction that she's going to shoot. So if you stood at the bottom here, she's going to shoot towards you. So if you move to the left, that's all you need to do when it comes to normal Gertie. Just wait for the head tucks. As long as you're moving out of the way of it, you shouldn't really get hit by her. She does spawn some ads, but they're usually just little flies or the little red nubbin things. They're not too bad. We did just get the screw, and we'll go into that and the... Is it large as it? I did pick that up as well. We'll go into that in the next floor. I'll see you guys on that floor and we'll talk about those items. Okay, so there's our Eternal Heart popping for us. So yeah, we did get the large zit. The large zit, literally, if you watch my tears, every now and then I'll shoot like a tiny little white one. It's hard to see because of 2020. There. So the little white one just came out of the tiers as well with the big red 2020 ones that we're shooting. So I'll shoot here so you can see it. And there you go. So a little one, and it also put a little bit of creep on the floor. That's large zit. It has a chance to just do that. If the white tier hits them, I'm pretty sure it slows them. Just there, it slowed that creep down. I can't remember what they're called, but it slowed it down, and it also puts the creep on the floor next to me to slow things down if they'd walk onto it. That's pretty much all it does. It doesn't give you any stats, it doesn't give you anything, it just literally does that. It's pretty poor. I picked it up just because it doesn't give you any negatives, it just gives you that, and like if it does help me once, then I guess it was okay, but like outside of that it doesn't really do anything, so it's pretty poor. Speaking of pretty poor, that was pretty poor. Thanks for that, cursed room. Other than that, we got the screw. The screw gave us a shot speed increase, so we're now at 1.43, and it also gave us a tears, so we're now at 6 rather than 7. It also gives you a black soul heart, so it is definitely an item that pretty much everyone enjoys. It doesn't give you any negatives. It makes your shots go faster. It gives you a tears up, and it gives you it gives you a soul heart. Like, what more could you want realistically? Like there's no real downside to it. It doesn't give you any negatives. Sometimes you might want your shots to not be as fast as they are. Like 1.43 might be a little bit too fast if you had something like Ipecac, but outside of that there's no real downside to screw. The shot speed is good, the tears is good, the heart's good. So the only real downside I could think of would be if you had Ipecac. That would be the only time you'd be like, do I want this? Outside of that though, I'm pretty sure you'd always want it. So we also get Glaucoma. Glaucoma gives us the chance to shoot concussive tears. I believe... So you can obviously get it in other ways, so you can get it in other items. Concussive tears is not something that's rare. You know, you pick it up fairly frequently when it comes to other things. Let's just kill this greed head. Steam sale would be nice. Okay. So yeah, concussive tears you can get, like Iron Bar gives you concussive tears, but that concuss. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on bosses and it only lasts like 2-3 seconds or something, whereas the one from Glaucoma lasts a lot longer and it does affect bosses. So it's not too bad. Again, it's not something that you're gonna, you know, crap your pants over. Oh my god, I'm so happy we got Glaucoma. You know, win done. We've won this one, boys. Chalk this one off, sort of thing. It's not going to be that, but you are still probably going to be pretty happy to pick it up. It's not something that you're going to think, nah, I can't be bothered. Where would the secret room be? It could be... It could be like... here, I guess? Yeah. So we got 100% chance to get a devil deal, so that's fine. We do have the one red heart container, so that will help us to take the devil item, because obviously I don't want to lose the soul hearts that we've got. We are on depths 1, so we've got one more star. Wow, okay. We've got one more star until we hit the womb. I don't want the missing page. We do need to think about replacing the golden horseshoe fairly soon, because obviously we're going to run out of golden rooms after the next floor, so if it doesn't proc on the next floor then it's going to be pointless going into the womb with it. But a soul heart drop there, right, cool. So that is a full clear of this floor anyway. We'll move into the boss and we'll see which one it is. But so far not too bad. Hopefully the devil deal gives us something good, but we'll see what this boss is, and I'll see you guys in the room. Okay, we get Brownie. So the main thing with Brownie is the ads. You need to just clear the ads and then just watch for the sweet corns that come flying out when he jumps. As long as you dodge those while clearing the ads, you shouldn't have too much of an issue. Same with that version. Just move out the way of the ads so they don't hit you. We will take Dwarf's papers. Let's just see what's in here first. Okay, so if we take 9 lives, it'll give us a red heart, and then we take Lord of the Pit, and it gives us a flight. We will take Divorce Papers for the Bone Heart, and we'll grab that. We can now grab this Soul Heart, because we have flight. Was there something else we could have got? Yeah, it's in this big room, I believe. There's like a chest. So we grab this Soul Heart, grab a couple of keys, and we'll leave it there. So... yeah, that was fine. 9 lives obviously gives us 9 lives. Well, it's called Dead Cat, but it gives us 9 lives. Fairly straightforward. We swapped our red heart to pick it up, but when it gives you 1 red heart when it puts you onto the 9 lives. So that obviously let us pick up Lord of the Pit, which gives us a speed up and flight. We'll go through the other ones when we get into the next floor, and I'll see you guys on that one. So we did get divorce papers. For anyone that doesn't know what divorce papers is, it's basically a forgotten item. It's for doing a certain unlock with a forgotten, I can't remember which one, but it's a forgotten item either way. It gives you a tears up, so it put us to 5 instead of 6, and it gives you a bone heart. So we currently have a bone heart. If you can't see it, it's the red heart with the bone around it. Bone hearts work similar to red hearts, so they do obviously we'll take a soul heart. They do obviously count as red heart HP, so if we do lose the bone heart, it does lose as like the devil deal chance. It doesn't work exactly the same as a soul heart or anything like that. It does count as a red heart, but it only counts as a red heart when you physically lose the bone. So with a bone heart you take 3 hits before you lose. Well, normally you take 3 hits before you lose it. It depends where you are. If you're on the womb or something, then it's different. But on a normal floor, so on this floor right now, it would take 3 hits on that bone heart to lose it. So we'd go from a full heart to a half a heart to an empty bone heart, and then we would lose the bone heart. Once we do lose that bone heart, that is when we would lose the devil chance, like it would reduce. We are going to take counterfeit penny. I just want to see if the golden horseshoe has procced for us, which it hasn't. We will take crystal ball, however, because crystal ball is a great item, and it's much better than... Thank you for that, greed head. I didn't mean to buy that pill. It's a paralysis pill. Right, let's see if we can proc some steam sails in this room. We get a Yarra rune, which is fine by me. Let's bomb these keepers. We re-rolled the... should have bought the restart. We'll bomb these keepers. We'll bomb this keeper. Okay, luckily we didn't get steam sail, but we'll take hive mind just in case we do manage to get guppy. We don't want either of those. We'll take this though. Ace of diamonds. We do get diplopia, so we will grab diplopia. We don't need any of those. Don't need any of those. Okay, so if we diplopia everything, grab the 2 soul hearts, the key, the pill. The card is a death card. We'll grab the charge baby, grab the deck of cards and use it. We get ace of clubs. We'll grab the full crystal ball, we'll use it. We'll grab our crystal ball and we'll head on. So I'll go through what I just did in that room for anyone that wasn't aware. But we'll go through everything now. So the trinket we got was the counterfeit penny. So the counterfeit penny basically gives you the chance when you pick a coin up to get an extra coin. So it gives you a chance. So for instance, we get a steam sale. So right now we're on 14, not a steam sale, 2 diamonds, sorry. So right now we're on 14 coins. This would take us to 15, and it did. But with counterfeit penny, we have a chance for it to take us to 16. Because it'll give us 1 extra. It does it for everything. If you pick up a dime, it can give you 1 extra. If you pick up a quarter, I think if you pick the quarter up, it does. But for a dime and a nickel and a penny, it definitely does. So you can use it for those. It's a decent trinket, especially early on as you're picking up all the coins that you find, because you're gonna get bonus coins to buy extra items and stuff. So definitely, definitely a good item. We'll leave the red chest till the end just in case it teleports us. Shouldn't have any issue though. Our DPS is sky high at the minute because of 2020. We just got some soul hearts, that's fine. We will grab that bomb as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what we were doing in that room. So then as far as our items go, we picked up hive mind. So hive mind makes all flies and spiders do double damage. Obviously we don't currently have any way to generate flies or spiders, which I'm aware of, but we picked it up just in case of if we needed it. If obviously we do get guppy, we've got a couple more chances to get devil deal items. We might get we've got 1 of guppy, so we've got 9 lives. That's 1 out of the 3, so if we can get any of the others, then that would obviously be a help. We also picked up charge baby. So charge baby is the little battery that's following us around. It just gives us an increased chance to receive... Okay, wow. Gives us an increased chance to receive soul hearts, I believe. Not soul hearts. To receive batteries. To obviously help us with our spacebar item, which I'll go into in a second. We get My Shadow and Lil Brimmy. I don't really want either of those. I mean, My Shadow follows you around. Every time you take damage, it spawns. It fears everyone and it spawns a little charging worm thing that's pretty crap. Little Brimmy's good, but not in position 3, so I'm not going to take him. We will take the negative, and we'll see if we can get guppy. We'll head down to the womb, we'll go through some tips about Mom, and I'll talk about the crystal ball as well. Okay, so we get Scarred Womb. Odds on we get the Matriarch as a boss, but the Crystal Ball, which we'll use right now, gives us full mapping. It has a chance to spawn a Tarot card, a Soul Heart. It's pretty good, to be totally honest. Like, it's one of the better Linker Bean. It's one of the better spacebar items because it gives you full mapping. It gives you health. So it's going to give us health generation because we're going to be able to keep putting soul hearts out. It's going to give us bad gas. This one makes you larger. Great. So it's going to keep giving us health with the soul hearts. It's going to give us tarot cards, so we could get like a joker or a, you know, something that we actually really want. X-Lax, amnesia, telepill. What did I just leave in there? I don't remember. But like there, so we got a soul heart from it that time. Keeps us back onto full health. We did just take a hit because we're great at this game. So the crystal ball has, you know, unlimited potential. Realistically, it could give you tarot, give you great tarot cards. It could give you, it's constantly giving you health. It gives you mapping. There's no reason not to love the crystal ball. Then we also grab the negative. The negative is the item you get from Mom. You either get the negative or the Polaroid. So the Polaroid lets you go to the chest, the negative lets you go to the dark chest. We took the dark chest because we want to go and see if we can get the guppy items from the red chests. Outside of that we took Linger Bean. So Linger Bean is just one of the bean items. It spawns these clouds here, so these little things. You can shoot them and move them if you want, and if they do come in contact with enemies, they do some damage, but like that's about all they do. We get black lipstick, which we probably will pick up. So yeah, Linger Bean is just whatever. I mean, I picked it up because it was funny. If it was like floor 1 I got it, then I'd have been a bit sad, but we're on Womb, we're pretty balling, we'll just take it. So we got black lipstick, which gives us more black hearts, so we'll take that over the counterfeit penny, because obviously we don't really need the counterfeit penny anymore. There's no shops. We're not going to make Hush, we're not going to make any more shops because we don't have silver dollar. We don't need to worry too much about money anymore, so it's not something that I needed. It's a great trinket, especially early on. First few floors and what have you, probably the best, one of the best trinkets you can find. We got a Joker card. Okay. That is what I like to see. So we will grab this Joker card. Got an Ace of Hearts and a Magician. No, thank you. I suppose we could Yellow Rune the Joker card and maybe get 2 extra devil deals out of it. Because the womb is the last. The wombs are the last 2 devil deals you can naturally get. Like, you don't get them after that. You won't get them in Shoal. You won't get them in the Cathedral. Well, okay. You won't get them anywhere else. Once you've come out of the womb, there's no more devil deals that you can get unless you force them with like Teleporting 2.0 or Joker cards and whatnot. So we could save it and use it in Shoal, and we could use it in the dark chest. What I think we'll do is we will head to the boss and we'll see if we get one naturally. We do have 36.25%, so we should have a chance of getting it. If we don't get one, then I will Yellow Rune the Joker card, so I'll drop them both. I'll Yellow Rune it, and then we'll use one of them to get it on this floor, and then we'll keep hold of another one, the other one for Shoal. We'll see if it pops up. So it did pop up. Okay, so we're going to take Crackjacks, which gives us a red heart container. Okay, We get missing page number 2, which we'll pick up anyway because we might as well. Missing page number 2, we're literally just swapping our red heart for a black heart, and if we go down to less than a heart of HP, it will give us a Necronomicon effect in the room. So we'll pick that up, it's fine. We'll move on to the next floor. I'll go through the other items that I picked up, and I'll see you guys on that floor. And we'll also go through the boss. Who was the boss? I can't remember now. Who did we just kill? I don't remember. We'll move on to the next floor, and I'll see what we can do. Okay. I was so focused on getting the devil deal that I can't remember who the boss was, so apologies. I won't be able to give any tips on how to beat that boss. I literally do not remember. My mind's drawn a blank. So as far as the items that we got though, we did pick up missing page number 2 like I said. So what missing page number 2 does is if we go down below a heart and a half of HP, it will Necronomicon the current room that we're in. So if we do get into a pickle, if for whatever reason we're on like basically no health, the Necronomicon effect might save us in that room, so it's not too bad of an item. We were literally just swapping the heart container for a heart container, so it didn't bother me too much to do that. Outside of that, we also got the quarter, which gives us 25 cents. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then we also got the Crackerjack. So Crackerjacks gives you a health up. So it put us on the red heart container because we didn't have any before this. And then it also... Okay, we got another Meccano rune. It also gives you a random trinket. It gave us Doctor's Remote, which is not better than Black Lipstick, so we do not want Doctor's Remote. All it does is it spawns in the airstrike, which we don't want. So we know where the boss is. We were actually going the right way, so we will go clear this room to the side here. We'll come back out and go south to this room, and then we'll go left and then come back and go through the secret room. Okay, and we'll clear that side. Thank you, Chub. Yeah, apologies for not remembering what boss it was. My mind was so fixated on will we get the 36% chance devil deal and doing the whole Yera rune Joker card thing that I proper do not remember who we fought. So apologies. What I'll do is I'll look into the video once obviously I finish. I'll look at the video and I'll see who it was, and we'll go from there. What I will do is if we drop everything in here, pick you up, Yera you, grab a Joker card, grab a Perthro rune, we'll go into the devil deal. We do get a Guppy item, so we get Guppy's tail, which I will take. We'll Perthro, we don't want multi-dimensional baby, we'll grab another Joker card and the Perthro rune, and we'll head out. Grab these so we keep our bone heart. Right, so we did just lose 3 hearts of health there, which isn't the most ideal thing, but we did gain a second Guppy item. So we've got 1 more Devil Room chance in Shoal, plus we're also going to have a Joker card. So we're going to use the Joker card in Shoal. We're going to also have the chests in the dark chest. So hopefully between those, we will use this key beggar, however. And we'll use this beggar, so we'll bounce between the 2. We get Black Bean. We get nothing of too much worth from there. Some more troll bombs. Some more troll bombs. We do get a black heart though, which is nice. We'll bomb this and this. We've already missed Hush, so it doesn't necessarily matter too much about wasting some time here, because we don't need the keys for the chest, because the dark chest, because it's going to give us red hearts. Screw it, we'll take Bob's Brain. We get Forever Alone. We'll grab the soul heart here, the full charge, we'll use it again. Not too fussed about the Empress card, and we'll head back up. So yeah, obviously it was worth going through the key beggar. So the key beggars are something that I never usually bothered with. I used to think they were stupid. Why would I want to put my keys into a beggar to get nothing? Because I never really saw the benefit of it. But when you have enough keys, like we had something like 16 there, which is a fairly decent amount to have in Womb 2. We'll go into the dark chest, so we don't need the keys to open the chest because they're going to be red chests. So we didn't actually need any keys from now on. Obviously if a gold chest spawns, it'd be nice to be able to pick it up, but we don't necessarily need to open anything like that. So we didn't need the keys. It's worth putting them into the key beggar because he can spawn chests. He obviously was spawning red chests. They could have had items in them. Granted they didn't, but that's hindsight. So if you've got the keys and you see a key beggar and you're looking for something specific, like obviously he increases the chance of giving you gold chests, he's got an increased chance of giving you red chests. If you had something like left hand, then all he's going to give you is red chests, and you might be able to get some items out of there that you want, like a guppy item or a devil item or something. So if you've got the time and the keys, then a key beggar can definitely give you some something that'll help. We would like to take Judas's tongue because we are going to use the Joker card. And we don't have any red heart HP, so if we can reduce the cost of the soul hearts, that helps. So we'll take Judas's tongue. It means we lose the black lipstick and we lose the potential black hearts, but I mean, I've only seen one so far, so I don't think it's going to be too big of a miss. And considering we have Crystal Ball, we can just spawn in regular soul hearts anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. So with Mom's heart, I always stand to the side, either the left or the right, and just move in between the shots as so. When she goes into this stage, again, just stay to the side, move up or down to dodge them. The brimstone ones are obviously the ones that are going to chase you around the room, so you will have to move out of the way of those. But it's not too difficult as long as you've got a decent enough movement speed. That is a full clear of this floor. We'll go into the items that I picked up on the next one, and we'll head into Shoal, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so Sheol. We picked up Guppy's Tail, so Guppy's Tail is going to give us increased chance of seeing chests. It is one of the Guppy items, so it does contribute to the transformation, so that's obviously why we picked it up in the first place. Outside of that, the chest chance increase is nice because obviously it's going to increase the chances of getting red chests as well as any other chests. So we can obviously, okay, thank you. We can obviously increase our chances of seeing Guppy items by increasing the amount of red chests we might come in contact with. So it's never a bad thing. We also picked up Black Bean, which is the far untouched bean, so if we get touched and we receive contact damage, we will let out a little toot, which does do poison damage, like that. It's okay. I mean, it doesn't really do anything other than that. It's pretty poor, but it's a whatever sort of item. We also got Bob's Brain, which is the green brain that spawns next, familiar that spawns next to us. We're going to use the Joker card. Empty Vessel isn't bad, but we already have Flight, so we'll perforate. Bookworm. It's not better than Crystal. It's not Bookworm. Book of Belial. It's not better than Crystal Ball, so we'll leave it for now. So yeah, we also got Bob's Brain, which is the green familiar that is with us sometimes. He shoots in the direction, flies in the direction of your tears, and he explodes on contact with wherever he hits, dealing poison damage to whatever it is he does manage to hit. Trying to get him to get hit by the game breaking bug. Tell you what, if we do There we go, we'll use Forever Alone. There we go. So, yeah, we also got Forever Alone, the fly. So it's a little blue fly that sort of follows us around in a circle. He'll just do contact damage to anything he touches. That's pretty much about it. He does contribute towards Beelzebub, so if you wanted to look for a decent transformation, and one that gives you obviously flight and stuff, then Beelzebub is decent, so picking up a couple of flies isn't really a bad shout. We'll head into the secret room here. We get nothing of any worth. A little bit sad that the devil room didn't have a guppy item in, but I suppose it could be expected. We weren't guaranteed to get guppy. It'd be nice if we did, but we were not guaranteed. We still have the red chests on the next floor. So obviously at the dark chest we still have those chests. They might have a guppy item in. So we still got a small hope, but it's not the end of the world if we don't get it. We need to stop taking damage though. That would be nice. Okay, this is a nice simple room. We should be fine here. We get a full charge. Hopefully we get a soul heart. We don't. We get a world card. That's the only negative about the crystal ball I have. We get Cricket's head. So that pretty much doubles our damage. So that was a well needed thing. We weren't struggling with 6. Like, we were doing decently with 6, especially with 2020 and the 5-tier delay we had. But putting us up to 10.5 now with 2020. Cricket's head saving the day there. Cricket's head's just a massive damage increase for anyone that didn't know. We get a range uphill, that's fine by me. So yeah, that's the only thing negative with Crystal Ball is that you might just chain spawn tarot cards like we just did there. And, you know, we don't really need, like, I don't need the world card. I have the Crystal Ball. It gives me what the world card gives me. Again, like, we got a stars card, there isn't an item room. It will get us out of this curse room without taking any hits though, so that's something, I guess. We can go up here. We're wanting just to find some full charges. We'll take the AAA battery because Judas's tongue didn't work for us in the way that I thought it would. It reduces the devil room prices, but it must only do it for red hearts, so it must only make the red heart prices, instead of being 2, make it be 1. I didn't know if it worked for soul hearts or not. That's why I picked it up thinking it probably would, and it didn't. It still made it cost us 3 soul hearts, so a little bit sad on that one. We do get a soul heart from the blue fire, so that's nice. I thought it was going to make the devil room cheaper for us, that's why I took it over what did we have? I can't remember what we had anyway instead, but I took it thinking that's what it will do, thinking we're going to have a devil room in Shoal, but obviously it's not what it does because we've theory crafted that now, so we know that's not how it works. So for anyone that was watching, at least you've figured that out now. It does work for red hearts though, promise anyone that's watching, does definitely work for red hearts. It makes the 2 heart deals worth 1 heart, so it makes those cheaper. It must just only be for the heart rather than the soul hearts, which is a little bit sad. It would be nice if it made the soul hearts like a 2 soul heart instead of a 3 or something. That would be potentially decent, but yeah, we'll go through tips on how to beat Satan on the next floor. I'll just concentrate on actually beating him first, and then there we go. And then we'll get to it on the next floor. But that's a full clear of this one. I'll see you guys in the dark chest and we'll go through Satan in a second. Okay, let's open these chests first. Pandora's box. So when it comes to Satan, obviously he's got a couple of forms and whatnot. Sister Maggie. He's got a couple of forms and whatnot, so we'll go through those. When it comes to the first thing, he obviously spawns in the Fallen with the 2 flies. Just kill those as quick as possible. It's the same tactics you'd use for the Fallen. I'm not going to reroll this run. It's the same tactics you'd use if you were fighting the Fallen anyway. It's the same tactics you would use if you were fighting what's his name? if you were fighting Krampus, just stay out of the way, keep your range to them, try to predict the brimstones. It's obviously going to be in a cross pattern, so just move up or down, so you're not directly side to side with him when he shoots it, and you should be able to dodge it. Outside of that, when he gets to phase 1, so when he's shooting you, stay to the side of him. Don't go underneath him, because then he'll brimstone you. Wow, okay. Stay to the left or to the right of him, so he can't get you with his brimstone shot that he shoots. Because if you stand underneath him, he'll shoot a brimstone shot directly down towards you. If he does that, then obviously it's probably going to hit you because it's fairly big. It's not like a normal brimstone shot. It's a big one, so you want to be a little bit careful with that one. Other than that, just stay to the side. He's going to shoot 6 tiers out, I think it is, maybe 6 or maybe 7. He's going to shoot 6 or 7 tiers out of both hands on either side at once. You just need to, if you keep your distance from him, if you stay to the side, you'll see them come in. So you'll be able to move into the gaps between them, and you shouldn't get hit by them. Once he goes into the stomping stage, his feet only stomp where you've been. So his feet are going to chase you around the room. So if you keep just moving in circles and keep moving round and round, then you shouldn't get hit by them. I mean, obviously I did get hit once or twice as you were watching me, so you know, I'm not perfect at fighting Satan, but that's the best sort of tip, would be to keep him, just keep moving in a circle, and then when it does come to stomp you, if you're fast enough, you should be able to dodge it fairly well because you're already moving anyway. If you stop and stand still, he's going to just stomp you, so you need to keep moving. The black flies as well are probably your main issue, so try to get rid of the black eye flies as quick as possible. What hit me there? Oh, it was the explosion of Bob's brain, wasn't it? Try to get rid of them as quick as possible, because if they start flying at you while you're trying to dodge feet, then you're going to get hit, and that's not where you want to be. Ah, we lost the bone heart, which is a little bit sad. Okay, let's stop taking hits, please. So yeah, you need to just dodge the feet. That's pretty much it. As far as items go in this floor, we've only picked up Sister Maggie so far. We did pick up Pandora's box, but it has no use in in Shoal. It doesn't do in the Dark Chest. Sorry, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you anything. So I won't go into that one. It does give you it gives you varied things depending on the floor that you're on, but in this floor it gives you literally nothing. So wow, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, right, we'll leave that one and we'll come back to it if we can. I really dislike Monstro 2. We've got a couple of lives, so we should be okay. If we can rack up some soul hearts, that would be nice. We get Purity, which is a great item for us. Not the movement speed one though, but we get Purity anyway. Just need to focus a little bit on this, considering we are one hit away from death. Wow, 4 Gerties in the room is not what we want to see. Luckily we've got the move speed to dodge, so it's not too bad. There we go. Just need some soul hearts. Right, so there's one. We will take stem cells at the health up. So we've got 1 soul heart in that room. We'll leave it in there for now, just in case we need to come back to it. I mean, I agreed, whatever. Again, just focusing a little bit just to make sure we don't die. That's fine, we'll use that. There's another soul heart for this room, so we'll leave that there for a second. We don't need the shovel. Just trying to build up some soul hearts for before we walk into the room. I'm going to leave the soul hearts for the actual boss because I'm going to try to do the room with the 2 monsters in without actually picking them up. I mean, Splunker hats, whatever. We do find the super secret room thanks to it though, so I guess that's something. Okay, it doesn't matter. Mask of Infamy is horrible, so much appreciated of that. Thank you, game. Okay, can the Mask of Infamy just die, please? Thank you. So, the only room we've got left is this one with the Monstro 2s in, so we'll go into this one first and clear this. So we're going to just focus down one of the Monstros to try and get rid of him as quick as possible. We do get the Necronomicon effect in this room because we did take a hit. Okay, so there's one Monstro down. So we need to just move down. Okay. Right, focus a little bit there. I really dislike Monstro. He's probably my Monstro 2. He's probably the boss that I struggle the most on. It's the brimstone shots. I don't know when to expect them, and the flies that he spawns are pretty annoying as well. So he is one that I do struggle on. That is the full clear of the floor by the boss though. So we'll move into this and fight the lamb. We've got four hits before we die, so we should be okay with the lamb. You just want to mainly stay your distance. When it does split, the head is going to start shooting out tears that home. If you just stand in the middle of them though, they won't home too much towards you. Bob's brain took the body out for us. So just stay as far away from the head as you can and just shoot it. We will not be doing a victory lap. It's too late for delirium, so we'll head into the chest and complete this run. So that's win number 6 done for us, I think. So thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully again the tips and the helpful boss tips and stuff like that help everyone. Let me know in the comments below if you agree and you want to keep it like this. I will be doing it for the next couple of episodes until I get some proper feedback. If everyone likes it and people enjoy it and I get sort of, you know, an increase in subs and views and stuff like that, then we'll leave it on. It is all my opinion though, so obviously don't take it as gospel, but that is how I play and how I where I am in the game. So thanks everyone for watching anyway. Keep your eyes out on Sunday for the 2nd episode of Neon Abyss. I'll see you guys next time for the Eden streak. Have a good one everyone, and peace.